Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about MREs because when we're out, and if we're out for any length of time, we're going to need some type of food or some type of calories. For most of us, the good old standby is going to be the MRE because these things are tried and true. They've been around for many years. They have good shelf life, and they're pretty shelf stable depending on your storage, depending on climate control, humidity, things like that. Now there's a lot more manufacturers of these than what there used to be. This particular MRE is a stripped down version. This is the SOPAC MRE. Most of these things are designed for one meal. You may get two meals out of it depending on how hungry you are. But if you're going to be out for any length of time, that's what we're going to need is calories. So whether or not we actually classify this as food, that's going to depend on everybody's taste. Um, we use these a lot in our search and rescue packs. Typically, we're going to be out for 24 hours or less, most of the time 12 hours or less. So all of us will have at least one of these in their packs. I carry them in my packs that I keep in my vehicles, day pack, but I've started making a lot of my own MREs just because you can get by with a little bit cheaper, and a lot of the time you can get some better tasting food if you make your own. So I always keep at least a case of these here at home because, like you say, they've got a pretty decent shelf life on them. Most of your homemade MREs, they're going to have a little less shelf life. So let's get started. All right, so we've got our stuff assembled. The good thing about doing your own MREs is you can pick stuff that you like and put in them, and also you can make them as big or as small as you want. This one here, I'm just setting up to where I could do, maybe two meals out of it, breakfast and or lunch. The good thing about being able to put what we want in them, we all know that feeling when you buy a case of MREs and you open it up and you're like, man, there's three tunas in this because the tuna MREs are not the best. So we have just Pop Tarts if we want something for breakfast, some brown sugar because we all know that's the best, and then some type of entree. Um, Also, some beef jerky, something if we want a snack, granola bar, fruit drink, a couple things of coffee, some candy, uh, fork, spoon, knife, utensil with a napkin in it, and also salt and pepper. Anytime I'm out at a restaurant or something and this is what we get, I always bring mine home with me or bring some home with me just to throw in these. Once we get everything that we want to put in them, then we're going to package them up into something. These are going to go in a day pack, something that I'll use pretty soon. I want to check the best by dates on all this. We all know that food can go past its best by date, but I typically try to cycle all these things around so we use it up by their best by date. And my nearest one was this, and it is going to be best by February 26th. So we got about a year to go on this. So most of this stuff come from, I think, the $1.25 store. So I'm only going to have a couple of bucks in this MRE, which with the other type of MRE, you can get into those depending on what you buy a case for, anywhere from $3 to $6. So should come out overall a little bit cheaper by making this, but once again, you can build them however big you want and put the stuff in them that you want. All right, so let's get this thing packed up. Take a 1 gallon Ziploc bag, and I typically always use a name brand Ziploc bag because they're a little bit heavier duty, and I do prefer them with the slide zippers on. So let's get everything packed away in this. Get the entrees in. Usually I take the Pop-Tarts, slide it in between the entrees just to help keep them from getting broken. My drink mixes go in. Put in the beef jerky, the candy, my granola bar, my utensils. Slide it over, not all the way closed. Then I want to compress all the air out of it that I can get out of it. Now, if I was packing these things to last a little bit longer, you can even throw an oxygen absorber in them and run them through the vacuum sealer, and I'll show you what that looks like. So once I get all the air compressed out of it, I'm left with something that looks like this. Then I take my Sharpie and just write the Best Buy date on it. There we go. There is one homemade MRE. We can compare it in size to the other MRE. This has 2 entrees in it, so it's a little bit bigger, a little bit bulkier. Not a whole lot. You wouldn't be able to pack as many of these into a pack as what you can get this, but weight-wise, it's a pretty comparable. So let's compare these things. So here is the SoPac MRE. Here is the MRE that we put in a 1-gallon Ziploc bag. And then here is one that I vacuum sealed with my vacuum sealer. So you can see size-wise, these are going to be just a little bit larger, but this is more geared for a total day's worth of food instead of just one meal. So you could expect it to be a little bit bigger. And this is some of the stuff that I'd picked up in that Dollar Tree video that I did. And this rice with beans and tuna is actually not it's not bad. I actually enjoyed it, so I think I'll pick up some more of these and make some more MREs. But you can kind of see the comparison of the three. If I'm making my own, I tend to like to vacuum seal them more than anything. But there they are. So, like always, thanks for watching. See you next time.